Hi guys and welcome back to the part 8 of my F1 driver career mode, and today for part 8 we are in Silverstone and we are doing the British Grand Prix this time, and we have an engine upgrade that
Welcome
comes
along,
in this
everybody,
race,
to a venue
and so
that was
let's get
built
into
for
qualifying
speed.
and let's see
Once
what
an
we can do.
airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
So for the first lap in our Q1 we are going through well there, taking it easy Welsh and going through the club section here. Let's see what the time is. And we are in P1 with a 130.2. That's a good lap for us into Q1, but let's skip past the time, get into, and we are just slipped down. We are now slipped down to P6 right now, but there is still time to go, and I think we are not going to get out of here, and we are going to just stay here with 5 minutes remaining. Yes guys, we have stayed in because I thought that was a good lap, and it was. We ended the qualifying session in P6 and our teammate also get through into Q2 in P6, P12, and for our second lap and going through the last corner here, starting our first Q2 lap here, going full throttle on lap. We just a little bit hesitant there, so we can still find a little bit time there. Now the farm section, and at the end of the lap we are going again to got too much curb on that and going through the club section on the last corner. It might not be a good time, but it's P5 for now, just behind Gasly, our championship rival this time. He is. Yes, we have Pierre Gasly as a championship rival, so we are in P8. We have to go out again, but guys, we messed up. We took the time, we mismanaged the time here, and only 5 seconds remaining, we were out. But I don't know how guys, we managed to just stay with 1.5 tenths into Q3, and because of that, now for the first lap into Q3, taking the chicane really beautifully, going through the club section and race to the line. We are in P4 in front of Gasly. That was a better time than we did in Q1, and now for the last lap for Q3, we are just again starting the lap, getting a much better exit this time. We are a half a tenth already up. Lando Norris puts it on pole for now, provisional pole for him, but we are into the corners. Look at that, we are 2.5, and now look at that, almost 4 tenths up. But now going through the village section, we have just lost a little bit of time here, but we are still into slow. We are now, obviously we still have 3 tenths and we go a little bit wide there. Because of that we lose time, we lose half a tenth, and we break a little too early trying to maximize our exit, but because of that we messed up, and because of that we just wasn't able to maximize anything, and we lost 5 tenths on that section of corners, and because of that we will start P8. Obviously we weren't able to give our best there, but guys, let's get into the race and see what we can do.
Welcome everyone as you join us at a former Second World War aircraft base, now converted into one of the great motor racing tracks. Britain is one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every year of the Formula One World Championship, and long may that continue. This is Silverstone, and this is the British Grand Prix. The 3.6 mile long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Perez, Sainz, Ali, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Stroll, Magnussen, Bottas, Sargent, Joe, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Albon, Ricciardo, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
So Lando is starting from pole position with Max Verstappen side by side him, and we are starting P7. And it's going to be a simple strategy from mediums to hard for us because, guys, the soft tires aren't really our best friend because obviously analog controller, the tire wear out a little too quickly. So guys, that's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're gonna go for the part 8 of my F1 driver career mode, and we are in Silverstone. Max Verstappen already have overtaken there. Max Verstappen in P1, Lando Norris P2, Charles Leclerc and Hamilton fighting there. Charles Leclerc now going from the outside, just side by side. We just go a little bit right there, and now Charles Leclerc has from the outside has made it to the inside, and now from the village he tries to overtake Hamilton and Charles Leclerc going side by side, followed by Perez there. Perez also just side by side, and into braking Charles Leclerc has overtaken Lewis Hamilton into Brooklands, and Sergio Perez also tries to overtake him, but Hamilton still inside, has just maintained his position there, but lost one position to Charles Leclerc there, and we are just behind them on those medium tires. We are just behind Perez, and we are getting a little bit attacked by Gasly, and because of that we just go a little bit wide, try to take that corner full throttle. And look at that, guys, Gasly is still trying to fight with us, but we just broke him out of there into Baggett's and Baggett's. We are just taking a little too easy right now because we do not want to burn these tires off and to give position to and we have a problem. And we have too much wear on our control system, and it might be a problem at the end of the race, but right now it's no problem. So we are just trying to follow the 3 lead there, and we going through the club section, going a little bit wide, race to the line. Max Verstappen has done the fastest lap, and we are on lap 2. DRS enabled, and on Megas on lap 3. We just go a little bit wide there. Sainz will get a better exit with the help of DRS, and he has overtaken us, but that's not a big news because even though this track is a little bit power dependent circuit, but this track still, at least in the corners like Maggots and Brackets, needs a little bit of a downforce. So we lack that kind of aerodynamics for now, so they can overtake us, but we have to just stay vigilant and not make any mistakes. And after that, on lap 4, Max Verstappen getting chased by Lando Norris. Lando Norris just trying to make any kind of move, and out of Maggots and Beckett's. Lando Norris just behind Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen will not have DRS, but Lando Norris will get DRS. Lando Norris going through the outside into stall, into braking. Can he do it? Can he overtake Max Verstappen? No, Max Verstappen from the inside was able to just defend there. And Max Verstappen, Lando Norris going side by side into the well chicane, but Lando Norris just there onto the curb, and because of that, Max Verstappen getting a better exit from the club corner, but Lando Norris has overtaken Max Verstappen there, but we are getting overtaken at the end of lap 4 by Alonso, and because of that we are now in P8, just in front of our championship rival, but we are just taking it easy. We do not want to waste time, and Fernando Alonso has a mistake. Fernando Alonso has made a mistake, and because of that we just maintain our position in P7. That's a good news for us because we do not want to get overtaken by him. But look at that, guys. Even after making mistakes, Fernando Alonso just have so much speed on us. He has again into straw, has easily overtaken us with the help of DRS. We can't do anything here. He just has a little bit better, a lot better car than us. So we will just stay behind him, try to get into his DRS, stay into his DRS and do something here. As you guys remember, even in Spain, at the dying laps for the first stint, we were just able to catch these guys up because of our medium tires. But on lap 9, we have lost 4 seconds to Fernando Alonso. We go on the grass there, but we are still there. And Gasly, with the help of DRS, tries to go side by side. He has overtaken us with the help of DRS, so we are just going to stay behind him, and we almost get T-boned there by Lance Stroll, and because of that, Lance Stroll has lost his front wing and plate, and we go on to the curb there for Welsh again. And on the club corner, we are just have a better exit, just going a little bit right there, still side by side on with Stroll, going through the first corner into Abbey, taking it for power. Stroll wasn't able to do that, and because of that, we have overtaken Stroll, who made a little bit of a weird dive bomb on us. We can't do anything, but we have to just grit our teeth here because we are now out of DRS of Pierre Gasly. We have to do something. We cannot let him just stay in front of us. And look at that, on lap 11, we have our objective to overtake Gasly. But should we overtake Gasly? And we have overtaken Gasly into the pits. I decided that we are going to do everything what Gasly does, and we are going to go opposite of that because look at that, we have a little bit tire, but our tire is still better than Pierre Gasly, and because of that, on lap 12, at the end of lap 12, we have decided we are going to come into the pits. Our teammate is also into the pits, but that doesn't matter because Magnussen is far enough. And look at the tire disparity again. The left part of the whole car is 40%, and the right part with the front right is only 20%. And into the pits, that's an optimal turn in we get, and we get a little bit of problem that this is the race, guys. We did not want any problem in our pit stop, but we got it, and we are now just behind Tsunoda, and we forgot to remove a pit limiter there, and because of that, Tsunoda has just made a gap in front of us, but we couldn't do anything. Pierre Gasly obviously is still in front, but we just have to catch them and get into their DRS, so we will be fine. And obviously, and on lap 13, guys, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen is in the pits. Let's see, can Max Verstappen overtake Lando Norris? And Lando Norris pit stop looks like it's a little bit slow. Yes, it's a little bit slow. The rear was problem. The rear had a problem, and because of that, Max Verstappen has overtaken Lando Norris. That's a big blunder from the McLaren team. And Charles Leclerc, look at that, has closed up just behind Lando Norris. Stroll is now overtaking him, but that doesn't matter because they will also have to pit. Lando Norris must not be happy right now because look at that. Max Verstappen is now in front. Well, behind Max Verstappen, we have Zhou and Ricardo, who will create a problem for Lando Norris to get into the lead. And because of that, look at that, on lap 14, every one of these guys are now into the pits, and Lando Norris is now released out of these people. And look at that, Sainz just comes out behind Lando Norris. Lando Norris 2.3 seconds behind Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen must be kicking himself because of that. And on lap 14, we are just on the tail of Pierre Gasly. We go a little bit wide there, but we will still get DRS, and Albon tried to overtake us, but we just pushed him onto the grass. And can we overtake Gasly with the help of slipstream and DRS and into braking force? So we have overtaken, we have defended, and we have overtaken. We go wide there. We defended the position from Albon, and we overtook Pierre Gasly too. That's the combo, guys. We do not want actually because it's a little bit dangerous, but it worked out better than we expected there. And on lap 17, we are into P11, and Lance Stroll has made a mistake. And because of that, we are now into the points pink position. And guys, if you understand that Lance Stroll has a front wing damage, and because of that, he will be slow. And look at that, he still have that end plate damage, and he tried to overtake us, but because our front wing is intact and everything is good. But even look at that, guys, we just go a little bit wide there, and Lance Stroll has overtaken us, which isn't going to be a problem because look at that, on lap 21, we are just smelling his behind there at this point. But we will, with the help of DRS and ERS, we will be able to into braking. We have overtaken Lance Stroll, not a problem, guys. We can do this. the whole day, and we even might have to do this the whole race. So, and we go a little bit wide into the whale chicane, and because of that, Lance Stroll has overtaken us again into the cup corner. We are going through the line, and but on lap 23, look at that, guys. We are still, even though Lance Stroll can overtake us, and we try to make a dive bomb on Lance Stroll, and we have made it, but I think we also might get a little bit damage on our front wing here, but our race engineer hasn't said anything, so we might be fine for now. And as you guys can see, even after overtaking us, Lance Stroll wasn't able to get in front of us and make a gap, and because of that, we are just made a little bit of a problematic dive there, but we were still able to overtake him, so that's what matters. And we are starting our last lap with 6 tenths, and Ocon, who actually has a intact front wing, might create much problem for us than Lance Stroll ever did, but we will just keep on our racing line, make the car as better exit as we can, just right. And we have gone on the chicane there, and we might have to just now defend, because Ocon won't be as easy to defend as Lance Stroll was. Obviously, he will get DRS, but the good thing is Alpine doesn't really have that good of a straight line speed, and because of that, we might be able to stay with our second best engine in this race through the last corner. Max Verstappen has won the British GP. Lando Norris, who ends his race in P2, must be kicking himself because he was leading the race. Charles Leclerc completes the podium, and with Carlos Sainz just behind him. Obviously, Hamilton is now 7 seconds behind all of that, and we are in P10, just behind Ocon there. Ocon tries to do something, but we have maintained this position. And going through the chicane again, Lance Stroll wasn't able to do anything for us. Esteban Ocon wasn't able to do anything for us, and because of that, guys, we have scored at in place position here again. After the amazing points we got in the last 2 races, we have again scored points in this one. Let's go, guys. That was an amazing race. So let's see the podium celebration. So Max Verstappen obviously won the race. We were in P10. Yuki Tsunoda was obviously in front, but look at that, he was 16 seconds in front of us. That's how big of a gap he was able to pull. So guys, there is still a big gap to the people in front of us, so we might be able to have to do something here. And look at that, our teammate Kevin Magnussen was ended his race in P19, and we have beaten our championship rival. And guys, if you are enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you are having fun, and if you have any kind of suggestion for us, comment in the comment section, and I will look at that. And guys, look at that, we are now at 78 rated. And guys, if you know, our season old objective was 77, so we have actually completed our mission for this season. So guys, everything else will be a bonus. So guys, keep watching, and thank you.